What's up guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Omar Mostafa and I play football at UNC, and this is the first of many videos from my educational series about football. And this very first video will be with my good friend, brother and teammate Jacob Knipp, where he's going to teach us and all you guys how to throw a football and how to become the best QB you can be. Now let's get rolling.
Alright, what's up guys? I'm Jacob Knipp, quarterback here at Northern Colorado. I'm going to show you my 4 steps on how to throw a football correctly. There's a lot of ways out there to do it. This is just the way that I've learned, so I'm going to show you my 4 steps on how to throw it correctly. So first, what I'm going to do is show you how to hold it correctly and the grip. So here are the laces. You want to hold it near the end of the football. And there's all quarterbacks hold it differently. I like to have my 4th finger go across the lace, my pinky right up against it, and then my 3rd finger kind of right at the very front there. But this is kind of just a comfort thing, so whatever you feel comfortable with, that's how you want to hold it. But you want your hand to be at the nose of the football, so at the end. And the most important part about this, and that might be the most uncomfortable part, is you want your pointer finger to be near the nose of the football. That kind of helps you aim it when you throw it. Now, the most important part is you want to have your hand cocked a little bit. You don't want to have it flat. So when you go to throw, you don't want to have it here. You want to have it kind of cocked a little bit. That'll help you with your accuracy. And then as far as pressure goes, you don't want to hold it too hard. You don't want to hold it too soft. Just kind of a comfortable feel in your hand with your finger near the nose. But like I said, it's kind of different for everybody. So it's kind of what you feel is comfortable for yourself. All right, step 2 is your stance and your kind of how you're going to hold the football here. So there's a lot of different ways to teach this. The NFL quarterbacks kind of all have a different thing, but it's whatever's comfortable for them. Some are super wide. You look at Drew Brees, he has a super wide stance. Some are very narrow, like Lamar Jackson, he's super narrow. I'm somewhere kind of in between. So I kind of like my feet shoulder width apart, it's comfortable. And then my carry, it's kind of in between, right here at my chest line. Some have it super low. Tom Brady keeps his carry pretty low. Peyton Manning, he used to keep it up high. But it was whatever's comfortable for them. And for me, I like to keep it right in the middle, right around my chest. And then as far as my knees go, I don't want to be standing straight up, but I also don't want to be like crouched over. It's just a slight little knee bend. That way you stay pretty even and there's no change in my height here with my knee bend. So I'm a slight knee bend here. And then this next part's really important. So when you want to go to throw, which will get us to step 3, think of like a line down the middle of your body. I call it the 50% line. You want to be just behind it. You want to be right at about 51% with all your weight on your back leg. So when you're here, if I'm right down the middle of my body, I'm just behind it. So when I'm ready to throw, all that power comes from that back leg. All right, step 3. So now we talked about the grip, we talked about the carry and the stance. Now it's about actually getting to throwing the football. So that's gonna be your load back. So as I talked about earlier, I'm kind of like right here in the middle with my carry. Behind the 50% line, I'm right about 51 looking down. So when I start to throw in my load, the first thing that's gonna go is I'm gonna push back. I'm gonna push back here, and eventually you're gonna get to this right here. You don't wanna drop your ball down. It's just a nice straight back, and you want to have a 90-degree angle right here when you throw. So it's going to be right here, push back. And as you're doing this, all of your energy comes from this back leg. So you're going to be pushing here. It's going to be one angle like that. And it just happens simultaneously. Right there. So you're going to load and push. And you're going to get to this angle right here. And that'll get us to step 4. This is completing the throw. So we've got the grip, the stance, the hold, the carry, and then we talked about the load in step 3. Now it's about finishing. So here I am right behind the 50% line. I got the push, the load, and I'm right here. Now step 4 is actually completing it. So what the first thing you want to do is wherever you're throwing, you want your toe pointed right there. So when you turn, it's pointed where you're going to throw. You don't want to get too wide, but you don't want to get too close either. It's just a turn right here, right where you're throwing, push back, turn, and also this front arm, you don't want to get it way out here and out of control. You want to keep it tight to your tight to your body. So load, and then you throw. And when you finish, I was a little bit far there, but when you finish, this toe's pointed exactly where I want to throw. This toe right here, they're even, so I know that I was balanced. I'll do it again to show it. Push, finish, right there. That's how you throw a football.
All right, guys, so these were the 4 steps that Jacob had just said, and now we're gonna move on to a couple drills in order to like master these, in order to master the throw, pretty much.
All right, for our first drill, it's all about wrist action. And when you start throwing a football, you'll learn that the most important thing is your wrist and your release. Because at the end of the day, if you can get this kind of action, as I'll talk about here in a sec, you can control where the football is going to go. So I'm going to demonstrate here with another quarterback, Rand Turnbull.
Why the fuck you lying?
He's going to stand 5 yards away from me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this grip that I showed you guys in step 1, that comfortable grip that you got. I'm going to cock it back right in front of me. I'm going to take it up, bend the elbow, and release up. And when you finish, you want that full extension going downwards. And you want to have as much rotation on the ball as possible. This is teaching you how to get a spiral on the football. So you're not using anything else in your body, no legs, nothing else. You're just all in your wrist action on how to get that spiral. So in the air, you want the ball spiraling perfect, because that'll give you velocity and accuracy when you're throwing it, when you add your legs and your hips. So this is super easy. This is what I do before every single game, every single practice, just to get your wrists going. And you can see how the football flies in the air, and it'll help once you incorporate your legs and the rest of your body. All right, drill number 2. This will help you when you're throwing a football, keep the front side of your body calm and relaxed. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna take a square stance. You're not gonna be turned or anything. These feet are gonna stay flat. And what you're gonna do is just put your hand, your non-dominant hand over your chest. You're gonna take it back and throw. And all this teaches you is to have proper mechanics when you actually do throw, to keep this nice, tight, and controlled. So make sure when you go back, it's straight back. You're not going down, you're not doing anything crazy. It's just straight back in that 90-degree angle, turn and throw. And then keep focusing on that rotation. So what we did in drill 1, when you finish, you want to finish down and across in your hip pocket. So when you turn, it's that same rotation that you did in drill 1, just here, down. All right, drill 3, last and final drill. It's kind of putting it all together, so you're now actually going to turn like you're going to throw a pass. So you have somebody standing about 10 yards away. So what you're going to do is I'm going to use this cross right here, this quadrant. So we've got 4 quadrants, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So what you're going to do is you're going to stand in this back one. And when you throw, like I talked about earlier, you want your toe pointing where you're going to throw it, and you're going to finish in a perfect line so you know you're going to be accurate. So when I throw here, it seems easy and simple, but it's the best way to know that your mechanics are right and you're throwing accurately. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate a full throw with all 4 steps that I taught you. You're going to finish in these 2 quadrants, and we'll see if I can do that, which means I had a perfect mechanical throw. So I'm right here in this back quadrant. Nice, relaxed balance. Push back. Finish in these front 2 quadrants, so I know that I was balanced. We'll do it one more time. You can get closer if you want to see it too. Do it a little bit quicker here, nice and relaxed, balanced. Finish in the front 2 quadrants.
Can we get it one more time?
Yep. So nice and balanced. Push back. Front 2 quadrants.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Hold on. Wait. Get set. Let's go. Whoa! Nip. There you go.
I just want everybody to know that was take one right there.
Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys benefited from this and tune in for more videos from this series. And like, comment, subscribe, and let me know below what you guys want to see next. All right, let's go.